Well, welcome back ladies and gentlemen to another session, and we are today, as you can probably tell, back on Vale Park. So a couple of us out, me and Jay again. We've come out, have another go at the raise. I just put this rod rest down one moment. I'll carry on speaking to you as I'm doing so. But yeah, we're back on Vale Park, and yeah, another session on the raise hopefully. So yeah, Vale Park. We have also been joined by someone I haven't fished with for a very, very long time, but a very, very good friend of mine, and that is Gary Tull. Gary Tull knew me dad, very, very good friends with me dad. And anyway, he pulled up, popped his head out the window. Oi, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah, so I've got Gary to me left, Jay to me right. The weather is a bit breezy, but it's really, really nice. The sun's out, as you can probably tell. Yesterday, it was absolutely teeming down. When I mean teeming down, I mean torrential rain all day. So we're a little bit concerned about what the weed's going to be like and what have you. And in fact, I can see a little bit of weed just flying up my line there as we speak. But hopefully it won't be too bad. I did have a little walk up and down the prom earlier on today. There was a match on just to see how things were. And there was dogs, whitings, flounders, dabs, all the usual suspects for this time of the year. No hounds, so I think the hounds have disappeared now out the river. There may still be the odd one. And yeah, we're still seeing a nice few bass coming out as well. So, but yeah, wasn't too good over high water in the match. It was all small stuff. But it was really, really good to have that little walk up and down the prom, because I actually bumped into a lot of people who knew me dad through the match fishing scene, and you know, it was good to catch up with all them. So yeah, really, really, it's been a good day. Let's just say that it's been a good day. So fishing one rod today, so's Jay, and I don't know if you watched the last video, but Jay was using a 2-hook clipped dongle rig, and I've decided let's give it a go. I usually fish just a pulley dropper on a dongle for raise, but I thought, you know what, let's give it a go. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm fishing with. So we'll run you through the rigs in a little bit. The baits that we've got is sandy or squid and bluey. I haven't decided to bring any crab today. I just thought there'd be no point, because I didn't have anything on it last time, and with the hounds obviously no longer being in the river, I thought it would just be a waste. So I'll keep that in the freezer for the cod. And yeah, so we've got our first baits in the water. Everyone's fishing. I'll bring you back. Right, okay, so like I said, I'll just quickly talk you through the rigs that we're going to be using. And I say this is one that Jay advised me to start fishing with. So again, it is a 2-hook clipped dongle. It's flying out, isn't it? Yeah, just saying, we've got wind against tide and it's just absolutely flying out. But anyway, back to the rig. So, as I say, it's a 2-hook clipped dongle, little size 3/0, mustard demon circles on both hooks. Baited up with sand eel and squid wraps. There we go. Probably around about, what, 2 foot? But the rig body itself is probably around about 5, maybe 5.5 foot. So yeah, there we go. So the idea is to clip up, hopefully I'm still in shot with this, clip up your bottom snood first, get your second one, and then clip that one in. There we go. And then what we've got on this top one here, let me just take that off. We've got a spring. I don't know if you can just see that there. We've got a spring which is loading that up, so all the tension. So if I just let it come loose, they can be a little bit fiddly, these, to be fair. Let's clip that back on there. So let's clip that back on. There we go. And that one. There we go. So all that tension now is on your snoods. You've got the tension of the spring all the way down, cascade swivel here, all the way down. So yeah, that's exactly what we're going to be fishing with today. As I say, Jay fished on this and he was getting double headers and stuff like that. So, you know, with obviously, you know, the winter species now starting to come in, you know, see if we can get some double headers today. And that's the rig. Let's see how it goes. got Mr. Gary Tull there, wants to put a bait into the rate trench, as we call it. There we go. I think we've got Jay there with the first fish of the day. Let's see what he's got. Looks like a flatfish to me. I think this happened last time. Actually, he had the dab. It was a little thornback ray. Looks like a little thornback ray that, I think. But yeah, Jay's on the fish. Second cast. Promising sign there. So yeah, hopefully we'll bag up on a few today. Right, I'm not sure if you quite hear me on that last clip, but yeah, Jay's just been into the first fish. He's just had a little thornback ray. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. As I say, I am having issues with my microphone. My microphone's being picked up on my phone and on the app, but for some reason it's not picking up my camera, so I think that's why it's not connecting. Don't think there's a connection really, Bluetooth connection coming through, so you'll have to bear with me, guys. Hopefully it'll turn out alright. But yeah, Jay's found the first fish, a little thornback ray. Right, so just looking out into the tide there, you can see there's a bit of a surf on, and there's quite a little bit of weed. Quite a bit of weed coming in those breakers. I'm not sure if I just turn you round, not sure if you can make that out there, but just in straight in head here, that's where my line is, and there's a big clump of weed on there anyway, so yeah, so the weed has arrived, so the weed is here. We'll just have to try and battle through that, I think. Second cast, first fish of the session for me. Little Mersey dogfish. Little Mersey dogfish. Came with a big clump of weed as well. So there we go, first one. Let's get it back. Setup for today, guys, is the Pevim casting special. That is loaded with 24 pound Rovex 10X. And today we've decided to come out and have a go with the HUSS Creed, the mighty HUSS Creed. The reason that I've decided to fish with this today is just because I am fishing on 2 hooks. So if I do get a double hook up of rays, there's plenty of power in the rod. I just don't feel like the Century Fireblade, I don't know, I just don't think I'd be, I think it'd have the backbone. It probably has, to be fair. I mean, people are catching skate on them and stuff like that up in Scotland, but anyway, that's my reason for using the Creed. But also as well, I absolutely love this rod. So yeah, there we go, that's a setup for today. Right guys, so the lead's literally just been pulled right the way around to the left. So I'm not sure whether that's weed that's hit my line and stripped the lead out, or whether we've got a fish on. We're quite busy on the bank now. So there's us three, me, Gary and Jay. And then there's another 2, 3, I think it is, just beyond Gary, just a little bit more towards the groin. But to be quite honest, this bank has become a very popular bank. And I'm not surprised because there's fish here. I'm not sure if there's something on this, no. There's a bit of weed there. No. There's no weight there. So it must have just been a bit of weed just stripping my lead out because it got pulled right the way to the left. This. I thought maybe it was a ray that had picked it up, but no. So there's that bit of weed. Let's get rid of that. It's not too bad actually, the weed now, to be fair. That'll make fishing a little bit easier. And apart from that first cast, the baits are coming back alright, to be fair. Let's get a fresh one out. Right, so on this next cast, guys, we're going big. We've got 2 big chunks of bluey. There we go. One there, one on the top hook. Let's see if we can get a double shot of rays. Or there have been a few bullets. I've heard as well of a few more, speaking to the anglers up on the prom this morning. So I think there's probably been around 7 or 8 bullets, I think, caught over the last couple of weeks, which is really, really promising. So let's get this one out. So last week I went to the Real Deal Tackle and Bait, which is in Preston, Liverpool, to pick up some squid. Look at the size of them. Huge. They are some good quality squid, them. So by obviously cutting them in half, you get 4 good baits out of that, especially if you're using cocktails. So those baits that have just come back, came back in all right, to be fair. As you can see, let's just grab that. So what I'll do is, I'll basically just cut some strips of squid, cut that in half, pop that in there. Seagull flying over my head there. Cut it in half again, flatten that out, and literally just lie that against it, just to bulk the bait out. Medium cotton, elastic for my Nova. As you all know, I swear by the stuff. There we go, let's just bulk that bait out. I say I don't want to try and keep my bait pretty big because I don't really want to get pestered with dogs. Try and keep them off if I can. Try and get some rays out, and there we go. So I'll do that with exactly the same with the other one. I just bigger bait, bulk it out, get some fresh squid on there, and that one's good to go out. Slight jays into another fish here, bit of a bend in the rod there. Let's see what he brings in. And that's going to be a thornback ray, I think. He's taking his time with it anyway. And there it is now, just see something coming through the water. And he's got a big clump of weed with it. But what's he got? What has he got? Side up the beach. Yeah, he's got a thornback ray by the looks of it.
So, second ray of the session, nice male, bit of weight to that one. Hopefully get a few more. It's a lovely fish that though, superb. Let's have it.
A decent bite there. Yeah, that's on. He says. No, it definitely did, didn't it? Yeah, it's on now. Right, so as you've just seen, we've had a positive bite there, and it's fish on. The bend in that creed. Still a bit of weed there, isn't there? Not much though. It's gone to ground. There it is, on the surface now. Right, there we go, there it is. There's that little thornback ray, male again. So I think both of Jay's were male as well, but nice pattern on this one. Yeah, not a big fish, £3, 4 max, maybe 3. I'd give it 3.5. But yeah, right in the lip, a little size 3.0. Mustard demon circle, and that took, what did that say? Bluey squid. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, one dog, one ray. Let's get another one, let's get it back. She's just picking up another bite there. Couple of pullovers. Again, still a bit of weed there. I'm due a bait change anyway, so let's have a look. I'll tell you what, it's an absolutely stunning evening once again on the banks of the Mersey. Let's see if there's anything on this. A bit of weight there so far. Let's have a look. I don't know actually. Or maybe. There we go. That looks like a dogfish to me. That does look like a dogfish to me. So one dogfish, two dogfish. Double headed of dogs. Not what we want, but we'll take them. We'll take them. Right, like I say, two dogs, double header. That's he's made a right mess of that. Right in the nose. He's made a right mess of me rig. There we go. There's one. Only a little small one. Let's get him back. This one's a bit of a chunky one, to be fair. And again, once again, the dongle doing its thing. Right in the lip. There we go. He's a bit of a better one. He's a bit chunkier. There we go. 3 dogs and 1 ray. Let's get it back. Right, so whenever you do catch dogfish, they have a tendency of swimming back into shore. So just check your surroundings if you can. Let's take him back. In fact, let's tell you what, let's grab the other one while I'm here, saves me coming back. There we go, grab them both. Let's try and wade these out a little bit further if we can. Pretty little things, but they're an absolute pain in the arse. Gone. Right, so we've got Gary here with a nice ray. It's got to be what? It's got to be £7, that, hasn't it? Do you think? A bit of weight to it.
Yeah, £7.
Yeah, nice one, Gary, mate.
My first ray
First ray on a dongle. Nah. As it should. Right in the lip, easy out. Well done, mate. That's a cracking ray, that.
Cheers. Cheers.
Just give you a quick update, guys. We're 40 minutes now before low water. The time is 10 to 6, low water's half 6. 3 dogs, 1 ray for myself. Gary's had 1 dog, 2 whiting, and that nice ray, I'd definitely give it 7. It was a nice thick fish. I think Jay's still on 2 rays, I think, yeah. So we've all found fish anyway. I thought maybe we would have seen a few more rays out, but as I say, it did absolutely hammer down yesterday, and I mean absolutely poured it down. So we were a little bit like, how is it going to fish today? But we found fish. We have found fish. So, geez, look at the size of this boat. So like I said, I think this is the Queen Mary 2, the swing it round. Not sure if you can make it out in the background over there, but that is coming down river. So I will get that in shot when it comes past. So yeah, we've 40 minutes till low water. We'll probably give it around about an hour back, see how it fishes, see how we go, see if we can pick a few fish up on the flood. And I think Carl's just come down with his dog. Carl's one of the other Alliance members from Dad and Lad. Go and check their channel out. I think they've actually been fishing a match today up at Morecambe with the Morecambe Basie anglers. So it'll be interesting to see how we got on. But yeah, looks like he's just come down just for a bit of a chat, so we'll try and grab him, get him on camera, see how he got on today. Right, so it looks like you're back in. The rod has just been banging away. And looks like we're into another fish. Gary's just had an eel. I don't know whether it was a silver ear or a little strap. But he's just had a fish. That's there out on the surface. That was a cracking bite, that. What is it? That's not a dogfish, is it? It looks like it could be a dog. Hey, another bullos. Hey, bullos. What? You getting in? Come on then.
Well, I get in with the tub.
Huh? Not a big one, but
Couple of pounds, isn't it?
lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, they're fucking great, aren't they?
A cracking bite on that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Is that on, is it?
Yeah, it's on. Right, so there we go. Jay's in with the Stormback ray. And I've had my second bullos in 4 weeks. Out the river. I'm made up with that.
Yeah, it's boss, isn't it?
Yeah, cracking bite.
Yeah, nice fish.
Cracking bite.
So
Nice
there
to
we
see
go.
a
A few coming out the river though, isn't it?
Yeah. Gary's just had a strap conger as well.
Has he?
Little one, only a little one, so plenty of fish about.
Lovely, innit?
Gonna get a quick few photos and quickly get it back.
Alright, Steve, well then, lad.
Jay coming out. You've just washed it as well. Got Jay here with a monster of the Mersey.
Huge.
Good old whiting.
Nice to see them coming in now.
Gary's had a few as well.
Lively little shits. Nice to see them coming in it now.
Yeah. Right, so low water has been and gone now, guys. We're roughly around about 20 to 7 now, so 10 minutes after low. So it's getting a little bit chilly now, to be honest, but yeah, a little bit breezy. Sun's dropped obviously over, well, it's behind us now actually. It's just about to lose it behind the buildings. I don't know, maybe give it an hour or so, I think. Fish it an hour back and see what we pick up. Oh, there's another bite actually as we speak. See what happens with that. But yeah, just touching on obviously the bullus and stuff like that. So like I say, that's 2 I've had now in 5-6 weeks, I think, maybe something like that. 4 or 5, I can't remember exactly what it was, to be fair. Yeah, there's definitely a fish on that. But there have been reports, I think there is definitely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 bullus that we know of that's been caught in the last 5-6 weeks. Now, that is unbelievable for the river, because while we do obviously pick up the odd bullus here and there, they are literally only in like single figures, single fish and stuff like that. But to know of 6-7 fish is absolutely incredible. So that is a promising sign, and hopefully that will continue to happen over the years. Over the years, we found obviously the thornback rays are here now. They are resident fish within the river. The smooth hounds have obviously moved in over the last 20-25 years. We never used to get them in the river. Yeah, and obviously we're getting little toe pups now as well, which we never used to get. So there are certainly a lot more species, certainly the summer species coming in now. The whiting and the cod and all that, they've always been here, place bass and what have you, they've always been here. But the winter fishing seems to have just died a death over the last, I don't know, 10 years or so, maybe longer. The cod just aren't in the numbers, so what does that tell you? What does that tell you? But I'm absolutely made up. 2 bullus in the last, 2 months or so, 5-6 weeks. I'm absolutely made up with that. Wasn't a big fish of what, £5 maybe, something like that, but a very, very welcome one at that. So yeah, let's see what happens with that, because there's definitely a fish on there, I think. Well, there was definitely a bite anyway. Let's see what that develops into. So we're coming to the end of the session now. I think we're just gonna have 1 more cast each, I think. So we're around about 40 minutes after low water. Gary's managed to find a couple of whiting. I think he's managed to find a dab as well. I say he's had a few species today, so he's had dogs, whiting, dabs. What else has he had? Oh, we had a little strap conger. I've had dogs, rays, and the bullus, and I think Jay's had a whiting and a couple of rays as well. Not sure if he's had any dogs, I haven't seen any, but so we've had a fair few species between us, to be fair. So, but yeah, Carl came down and he fished somewhere up in Morecambe, and between a 30 anglers, I think he said there was only 4 fish caught. That is terrible, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really do match fishing anymore. That does not appeal to me. So yeah, he said he should have just came and fished here with me and Jay, but I guess that's fishing sometimes, eh? Anyway, that's it, last beats in the water. Let's hope we can sign off with another fish. Right, so just before we pack up and just talk through Jay's setup for the day, and this is something a little bit special. I won't tell you too much about it, but just give it a quick glimpse. This will be coming out soon from HUSS, and that will be the latest multiplier. How stunning that is. And then we've got the prototype, which is also due to be released again. That won't be called the Onyx, it will be changing its name. That is the prototype name. Absolutely incredible. So keep your eyes peeled for this. What, in the next 2 months or so? They both shall be released within the next 2 months. Right, that's it, another session over with. It's been another good session, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been good, mate.
It's been
good
boss.
Fun. Good fun. Plenty of awesome species now in the river, isn't there? Which is brilliant. What we had? How many species we had been today?
So we've had dabs, Gary's had dabs, he's had whiting, you've had whiting.
He's had a conger.
He's had a conger, rays.
You've had rays, and you've had the bullus and dogs.
Bullus and dogs, yeah. 5, 6 species.
6 species of fish.
6 species of fish, so you had a few you had 4 last week, didn't you?
Yeah.
Some nice rays as well.
Yeah, some nice rays.
And Gary had a nice ray there, must have been at least 7.
Males,
yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Gary, I think Gary's big one was a female, it was.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So the bigger ray was the female, and it's this time of the year we probably see the bigger females coming in, but yeah, you know, and obviously a bullus as well, so I'm absolutely buzzing with that.
Beautiful fish, mate.
So you know what, I've never had the bullus, never had the bullus in a river, and in the space of what, 5, 6 weeks I've had 2.
Yeah, it's nice to see them stay, isn't it, coming in the river.
I was saying that,
octopus.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of octopus here. Bullus love octopus.
Yeah. No, because I think there's like 7 that we know of now in the last 5, 6 weeks. Yeah. So,
and we'll
you know,
if
they're going to become resident fish, because we were saying there, like 20, 25 years ago, the hounds weren't here, the rays were never here. They're resident fish now.
And if you caught a dog here 25 years ago, you'd have been made up.
Exactly, in the matches. Yeah, definitely. You know, you'd have to travel for all these species, so certainly to see them coming in numbers now, certainly the bullus, so, you know, for that many, like I said, you see the odd one every year, 2.
Yeah.
But the amount that we've had is just, you know, the river, certainly the summer fishing, the winter's just died a complete death. You know, it really has.
Got to travel now, haven't you?
You have, yeah, unfortunately. And me and Jay have got some plans to get out to the East Coast for that, so, you know, we're looking forward to that. So, yeah, we're still fishing, but we just thought, last cast, we're going to bring him in the next 5-10 minutes or so. But, yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, been a pleasure again. Yeah, and, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again.
Take care, guys.
Take it easy.
Ta-ra now.